The thought that struck me when I was writing about these 20th century wars is that when you start a war, you never know how it's going to turn out. You think you know, of course, because you've got a purpose, but it never turns out quite the way that you anticipated. And it's been interesting to me how true that is of wars in the early part of the 20th century. People who started them wanted things, but they certainly never got them. And what they did get was something they never anticipated. So it is just pretty difficult to predict. If there's a lesson in history, that's probably it. I had a lot of my personal ideas and prejudices overturned by doing the research for Fall of Giants. For example, I believed, like a lot of people, that in the First World War the soldiers, the Allied soldiers, the British and French soldiers were brave and their officers were fools, and that was the reason for the terrible slaughter of the First World War. And when I did the research, I realized that was just too simplistic. The officers weren't fools. The real difference in the First World War and what made it such a traumatic event was that there were new weapons that were very much more destructive than anything human beings had invented previously. And that changed the character of the war, and nobody really knew how to cope with those weapons, how to use them, how to defend soldiers against them.